just missed me drawing off my car.
No, I got you from back there. I got a long shot. I zoomed into you, then I started recording, and I panned out to my car, then to Jason watching his.
So when's this video supposed to be produced?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I need to have a way to put it on DV and then have a way to put it on digitally.
I know how to do that. I have all the equipment for it.
You probably need Apple software to do that, don't you?
You can do it. You just need to be a transfer card. I know I have one of those just because me and one of my friends for our senior project made a movie.
I've got all the software.
Would a Pentium 2 cut it?
We did it with a Celeron.
Slowly.
But
sure.
I got a dual Pentium tower, but I need like Windows 2000 or whatever to take advantage of it.
I can get you Windows 2000.
I can get you any Windows you want.
Like how soon?
When would you like it?
Well, I'm cutting out of here today. I'll have to get your guys' emails and shit.
Yeah. I mean, you can just go to Novatina and find any of them.
So I'm moving to Wisconsin. This guy Tim Hansen, he came and made a video documentary about me going out west for my trash wagon, and he's already, working on a feature-length documentary. He's going to have it out this summer. We're going to get a trash wagon replica, take it on the Hot Rod Power Tour, Woodward Dream Cruise, and all that. He'd like to premiere it around the Woodward Dream Cruise this August. And I'm doing this just for the fact that my buddy's got a camera and I found tapes for cheap. I figured I'd take the Subaru Alliance since Tim ain't out here, and this is a lot more aspect than just me going out and getting my car from Idaho. So, if I can get this on, had the equipment at my disposal, I'd put this to DV and cut it and edit it myself. But until then, I have to use like, VHS and 2 VCR.
Well, I know with,
video out all you have for output on that?
Yeah.
I know basic VHS has generation loss.
Yeah.
Similar to tapes. Where if you have digital, it's no generation loss.
So what got you into Subarus? What made you choose to buy a Subaru if this is your first one?
Well, I had a Jeep before and I got about 170,000 miles out of it. And it just kind of gave up on me, so I decided to try something else.
Yeah, this thing here, you'll get over 300,000 miles in it. Just make sure you stay up on the maintenance on it. Like the older Subarus, like these ones over here, a lot of times you'll find them in the junkyards over a broken axle or a broken timing belt because, nobody knows how to work on this stuff. And, if you were to bring it out of the junkyard with a title, put an axle and timing belt, it's a good car, you get another 100,000 miles out of it, as it is.
Well, I hope I could get 200,000 miles out of this.
Oh, you'll definitely get 200,000 miles out of it. Just as long as you, if you're buying it and paying for it, you might as well keep it because that's the only way it's going to be worth, buying a new car is if you keep it till it falls apart. It'll be a good 300,000 miles before it falls apart.
Well, I don't know. My Jeep, after 100,000 miles, I had to put a new engine in it. And then the next one had another 75,000, but then all the other parts started going bad on it.
This right here, the only thing you probably have to do to it is preventive maintenance is a timing belt. A broken timing belt is probably the only thing that's going to leave you stranded off the side of the road. Just replace the timing belt at the recommended service intervals. And, maybe after a while, after 150,000 miles, one of your CV axle boots might rip, the grease will escape and water gets in it. But other than that, the motors are rock solid, transmission's rock solid. All I say is just wash it off and keep it from rusting out because that's a lot of the Subarus, can't find them no more because they're just, they fall apart before they quit running because of the rust.
Because of the sheet metal or what?
Yeah, I guess, the Japanese sheet metal instead of American metal or whatever. Just, this is the Rust Belt region of the country, those salted roads and stuff. Out west, out west is crawling with Subarus. As much as you see Grand Ams and Cavaliers out here, you see Subarus out there. And that there gray one right there, that silver one, the smaller one, that came from Florida. If that car was original to around here, it'd be falling apart. The bumper would be rusted through. You can stick your hands through the outside of the door and unlock it from the inside mechanism and all that. I see you got a little bit of mud on your tires.
Yeah. I went through some places that were not recommended.
Oh yeah? Yeah, we was off-roading with Broncos and Jeeps yesterday in these cars. That's mine with the weed eater hanging out the back with all the mud on it.
Yeah.
The one closest to the car wash itself.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was, keeping up. I only got stuck once. It's just because I, got stuck in a way that I was up against a tree and I didn't want to take it down the side of my car, so I had somebody you know, kind of pushed me along as I moved it under its own power. But these are very capable cars. I mean,
Where did you go off-roading?
we went down towards Zanesville, between Zanesville and Somerset. The guy that's got his car in there now, he knows a buddy that's got, you know, some 50 or 200 acres of land or whatever, and all kinds of like really steep trails and mud holes and stuff, and we just took a ride along through it, and the people that own the land were very surprised how capable these cars are.
I'm just wondering if the clearance would handle those off-roading. My Jeep was a higher clearance.
There's guys actually working on lift kits and metal bumpers for these here out west. These guys, you know, they're taking it in their own hands. There's really not much aftermarket for the older ones. If you want to put any aftermarket parts on the older Subaru, you got to retrofit newer parts onto it to accept the aftermarket parts. But it can be done with the right combination of stock parts. You can build up an older Subaru to use newer Subaru stuff. Well, enjoy your Subaru. It's nice talking to you. You get many miles out of it. Make sure you hang on to it. And if you got to get out of it, get another Subaru.
Yeah.
Have fun.
No, it's just dent.
What are these made out of?
So I don't know.
Feels a little bit denser than aluminum.
They're heavy and strong, but they've nicked to the high hell.
119 degrees?
Yep. Foot temperature is 93.2. Dash is 119. I think you can cook something on that.
Yeah, for real.
Got some eggs?
Is that an option, or did you install that?
There was a clock right here that went about that big. I went and bought this from Radio Shack and installed it and wired it into the clock harness.
Is it made for computers?
Let me ask you, I forgot to ask you, what got you into Subarus?
What got me into Subarus?
Yeah.
They're good. I've always heard they're really good cars, and they're not the most common of cars. Well, at least 2 years ago, they weren't the most common of cars. Everyone was wanting Civics, Grand Spams, all those things.
Grand Dams?
Grand Spams.
Fucking
nowadays.
jump! Grand damn it!
Or the Volkswagen Beetle. Old Beetle was cool. New Beetle is a chick car.
Chock full of sorority girl power.
And what's funny is, this year, Consumer Reports, it got #1 least reliable car.
Oh yeah, Subarus is up at the top.
The Impreza was #4. The Lancer non-Evo version was #5.
So what was your first experience with Subarus?
First experience with Subarus? One of my dad's friends had like a '79 Subaru hatchback. 250 or 300,000
Hatchback
miles.
like Noah's over there to your right, like that style. So I think that's when the hatchback was introduced, was '79. The E81 Biso was introduced in '79, and the wagon came out in '80 or something like that.
Yeah. That sounds right, but it's just like it still runs, it still works. It's so old.
How many miles are on it?
250 to 300,000.
Where's it at these days?
Colorado. It drives between Colorado and Las Vegas.
There's a lot of Subarus out that way. One of my cars came from Colorado originally, and
Well, have you heard of Northern Colorado's anti-street racing force?
no, I
How
haven't.
they use? They use an STI. They have a CMP STI
CMP.
or CHP.
What's that? The Highway Patrol?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I think I did see pictures of some sort of police.
like
presence.
white and black.
The ones I was like blue, it's kind of like done kind of ricey, so it'd like blend in with the street crowd, so they could sneak up on street racers or whatever.
Well, I had a police officer ask if he could drive my car.
Really?
Yes.
And what was your reaction to that?
I told him if it went for the point that my car, I've only half tuned it. I haven't tuned my boost yet. I would let him. But right now it overboosts if I'm not being careful.
Yeah.